What's happening, everybody? Thanks for joining us here at the Level Down Podcast. I'm Devin. That's Dell. How you doing today, man?
I'm here. And, we're live. Happy year.
Start of season 2.
Yeah.
And season 2 brought in
hell of a
some
season
news.
Premiere. Yeah, hell of a season premiere to start off on.
Yeah, because this episode started off as just being a breakdown of the Acolyte Season 1 review.
Yeah, we were just
we
were just gonna throw some shit together for you guys, and and talk to you and be like, hey,
Then we got the Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Yeah, and then we both. So our adult lives allowed us both to be able to see this movie this weekend.
Yes.
So it wasn't like a one-sided, one person's seen it, so maybe, not to avoid spoilers and all that other stuff, which we're going to get here. So just so you people know, this is a spoiler
episode. Spoilers.
So we are going to be spoiling Deadpool and Wolverine. So if you have not seen it,
come
back. Too bad. If you this is your step away, and if you have seen it, welcome.
Yes.
If you have not, go see it and then come back.
But the news is most shocking.
Ugh.
So Marvel decided they wanted to go to San Diego Comic-Con this year. Cool, no problem. Do y'all thing.
Fine. Cool.
But one of the major announcements, Robert Downey Jr. is set to play Victor Von Doom, Dr. Doom in the MCU. Go ahead, you can start it off. I'm going to sit back.
So, we all know that I have been all but salivating on these podcasts about the potential of finally getting a Dr. Doom that I was excited for. Finally getting a Dr. Doom that I was, that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And the MCU was going to be my last hope to get that. And I ain't got it.
No.
I do not have it. I do not have. So I'm just going to throw the Dr. Doom dream away. That's it. I'm done. I'm never going to get Dr. Doom. What you gave me was an attempt to get back your glory days, because all you did was, so you put the face of the MCU, like in its peak, in its prime, in its infancy, up until all of the good shit, because after the story arc of Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, and arguably everything went downhill from there. So I feel like, and I know I'm definitely not I'm definitely not in a minority here of people who feel like this was an attempt to get people back to. They're like, hey, look, we're gonna be bringing X-Men in. We're gonna be bringing all this and stuff. Bring back Robert Downey Jr. That'll get him.
No,
this does. Yeah, okay. Robert Downey Jr. might be able to get them, but why at the sacrifice of Dr. Doom? Why at the sacrifice of one of the most important characters, important villains in all of comics, not just Marvel? And you had your bet. Granted, he's gonna be obviously the big bad for the next 2 Avengers movies. Great, cool, no problem. Dr. Doom should be a multiple movie Avengers level threat. Got it. But we're doing, I guess, and they're saying, oh, he's this version of Dr. Doom. He's Dr. Doom. There's no other if you're putting Robert Downey Jr. in for 2 Avengers movies, he's not this version of Victor Von Doom. He's not. No, Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom. Like, you're not just gonna give us another Doctor Doom, like, unless you like recast Doctor Doom in Secret Wars and just like make like a younger whatever. But you're not doing that here. Like, we're introduced to Doctor Doom for the first time in the MCU as Robert Downey Jr. You know how much of a distraction that shit is? Like, that's Iron Man.
Yes.
It's Iron Man. It's not Doctor Doom. Like,
I don't like it.
I do not like this at all.
I like Robert Downey Jr.
Yes,
he's
absolutely.
great as Iron Man. He's great as Tony Stark.
Yes, and I'm sure he'll be fine here.
No, he won't.
No, I'm just saying.
He's going to shit all over this role.
I'm just saying Robert Downey Jr. will be fine here. But he's not Doctor Doom.
I don't think he can do it.
No, I'm not saying like Robert Downey Jr. will be fine acting in a role of Doctor Doom. He's not Doctor Doom. I don't think he's going to be fine as a role in Doctor Doom. I don't think Robert Downey Jr. has that it. Well, yeah, no. What I'm saying is, whatever their vision of this is supposed to be, he's going to destroy it.
Yeah.
However, it's not going to be Doctor Doom.
No.
Like, whatever portrayal of whatever this is, he'll be fine.
It's going to be Doctor Doom with an arc reactor.
It's going to be Doctor Doom who's not. There's nothing. There's going to be nothing threatening about this.
Now, here's the thing. If he's always in the mask,
you know they're not going to do this.
I'm just thinking, if he's always in the mask, you know how Doctor Doom sounds? Add a little reverb. Maybe. But once again,
you know they're gonna have to. You know he's gonna have to take the. You're gonna have to show the distorted face. They're gonna have to do all this and that.
This has destroyed it for me. I was on board. Well, first I thought they were gonna focus on, because you know the Fantastic Four, they got Galactus hitting at the Galactus thing,
right? Yeah.
But how you gonna throw? You can't have Galactus and Doom. One or the other.
Yeah, so
that's a lot.
Yeah, so I'm gonna assume that that Galactus is gonna be the threat in the Fantastic Four movie, and then they'll probably just segue Doom. I guess Doctor Doom will probably wind up coming to the MCU or main timeline from this Fantastic Four movie.
So we're getting a variant.
After we're all, everybody's in agreement that, we don't want to keep doing this multiverse or multi thing, like this thing's over, but
like I understand you got to build these bridges and stuff like that. You got to bring everybody on board, get everybody under one umbrella, so to speak. But Robert Downey Jr. is the wrong pick.
Yes, no, he's Iron Man.
Yeah.
He's the literal face of the MCU.
Yeah, like, there's no way in hell I'd be able to look at him and be like,
no,
that's not convincing to me.
No, at all. I'm looking at Robert Downey Jr. I'm not looking at anyone like. I'm not looking at Doctor Doom.
No, he will never be Doctor Doom.
I'm never going to see Doctor Doom. I'm going to see Robert Downey Jr. playing an Avengers villain.
I don't know. I don't know
who I identify him as Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to identify him as Tony Stark.
He still has the same beard cut. He ain't even changed that. I can't get behind this. I can't. I don't understand what's going on with the MCU. They completely dropping the ball. They've completely dropped the ball on this one. I don't know any fan that's excited to have. It's good to see RDJ.
Yeah, and look, listen, we all love. He is beloved.
Yes,
absolutely. So we're not mad at Robert Downey Jr.
I am.
We're mad at why was this even the thing?
I'm mad at him Because he could have said no.
He
could have been like,
he
you
wasn't
know
gonna say
what?
no to that
No.
money they threw at him.
I don't even care. He don't need the money.
He doesn't, but
I'd have been like, no.
why was this a thing? The reason why this was a thing was because they didn't see. I don't know if they panicked or, everything with Kang and, with Jonathan Majors and all that stuff like that. They're like, all right, well, we gotta, but it's Doctor Doom. If you're going to introduce Doctor Doom, no matter who it is, I mean, get somebody, don't get whoever the fucking guy from Nip Tuck was in the stupid original bullshit.
Yeah.
Or whatever that fake ass android bullshit was in the other movie. But it's Doctor Doom. Just have a guy be Doctor Doom. Have an actor be Doctor Doom.
Which there's tons of them out there.
You're going to get so you're introducing Doctor Doom. You don't need to introduce Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Just introduce Doctor Doom. Like, if you're going to pivot away from the Kang Dynasty and all that other shit, fine.
Which is dumb. Like,
yeah, finish that up.
Come on. Johnny M ain't do nothing that crazy.
Like, finish that up.
Johnny M, wasn't he acquitted?
I think so.
Well, whatever. He ain't do. Let him work. Let him work. Fans would have been like, the movie's great. We forgot everything he did.
Yeah, and then just finish it up. Like, it's not like you're going to keep Kang for the long haul at this point. Like, even if whatever, just tie up that loose end. Give us an ending of that, and then we jump into all that. Because I mean, obviously we were gonna get the Doom. Like, you're introducing the Fantastic Four, so we get it. Like, you're like all roads lead to Doom and Galactus, but
he should have said no. He really should have said no. Robert, call me. We got to talk about this. You know what I mean?
I'm not going. I would have took that Disney money again too. I would have. But so I'm not mad at Robert. I'm mad at the people who decided this was a good idea.
I don't know. They announced a few other things. Like, they finally confirmed that Adamantium is part of the MCU.
Yeah.
What else they talk about there?
Thanks for finally coming back around to that big ass celestial in the water. Like,
don't just sitting there. But that movie was stupid. Yes, it was. I've seen it twice.
It was grossly out of place for
the MCU.
Dumb. It was grossly out of place for the MCU, definitely.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four gets an upbeat title and a retro future 60-ish setting confirmation.
That's whatever. That's fine. I mean, we know it's not going to be in there. It's not. It's going to be in a different universe, and they're going to wind up ultimately coming over. So yeah, that's cool. But now they're bringing Robert Downey Jr. with them.
I can't do it. What else did they announce? Okay, so now I'm on board with Brave New World, Captain America.
Okay, you're in now.
Yeah, Esposito is playing Sidewinder.
Yeah,
I'm on board.
Okay, all right.
I'm on board.
Now we're good now.
Yeah, okay. You brought somebody. You brought
we're good now.
You got the Serpent Society. You got one of the head honchos, the man who running things with his teleport cloak in it. I'm on board. I hope he kick everybody's ass.
You know they're gonna give him a lot. It's him. It's like
this is his movie.
He plays he's just so good at playing those roles. He's just so good at it. He's just fucking.
That's what I want to see now. That's it. I'm on board.
You don't even care about Red Hulk?
No, not at all. Not at all. I saw he changed during the showing of it.
I was like, settle down, guys. Like, come on now.
Nobody liked the Red Hulk.
Oh, and they had it too. They had it was. Let them tell it. Like, they was killing. They had that whole little dumbass CGI thing. They brought out all the Doom, the Slim Shady imposters, Doctor Dooms, and the Doom bots and all that. If we got Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, we killed it. We did it all. We like.
No, as a Hawk fan, a big Hawk fan, I don't like Red Hawk.
That's fair. That's more than fair.
Yeah, cheap ripoff, cash grab.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I'm not impressed. I don't like Harrison Ford either. So I think that's just what just sticks the knife in and twists it more.
It's Harrison Ford.
It's Harrison Ford. After Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom, and Raiders of the Last Ark, I ain't seen nothing he was in that was hot.
That was
nothing.
That was it for you.
Was it? After that, I don't. You ain't do nothing good. Nothing. So I've seen tons of stuff he's in, and it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, all right. He was in this movie.
He flash in the pan. Let's move. Let's move on. There's other people more important than you. That sounds crazy.
Why did they do this?
I don't know.
Like, you completely ruined the mystique of Doctor Doom. Just completely just.
Oh well. Like, MCU gonna do what they want to do.
What is this? Like, I wouldn't have been okay with the alternative. Like, I would not have been. Well, they're saying Victor Von Doom, so I wouldn't have been okay with this being like a Tony Stark that was just decided to like
be evil.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have even been okay with that because it's still Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Like, I don't want this at all. Like, this was,
I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
It just seemed like a desperation attempt, for lack of a better, like, just to, I don't know, man.
I'm hoping this was a joke. Just be a joke.
It's a cruel joke that they stuck on to for quite a few hours now.
I'm done.
I thought it was a joke when it was initially announced. Like, when I heard it, I'm like, that's funny. Like, I thought he just like popped up and was like, no.
Yeah. Nah. I don't like waking up on the Sunday the news like that.
Yeah, that was.
I don't like waking up to bad news. Coffee spoiled.
Yeah. This doesn't even taste good.
No, none of it.
This doesn't taste good. And this is in my Avengers mug. This doesn't taste good.
Nah. But
we'll drink it, but it doesn't taste good.
We even know the MCU is dropping the ball.
Oh, Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, I'm
interested.
I'm in. Okay,
yeah.
I'm in for it. Like,
I am. I am interested in seeing what direction that goes into, how that is.
You strike me as someone who's interested in U.S. Agent and all his craziness.
Yeah. I ain't see that man did nothing wrong.
What a complicated guy that man is.
when he first hit the scene, I understood him. I'm like, he ain't do nothing wrong. Everybody just hating on him. Got that racist ass Captain America. The most unpatriotic of Avengers.
I mean, he wasn't he gave Sam a couple of looks too that I wasn't completely.
Yeah, because Sam Uncle Tom. Real see real, Game recognized game. He looked at him like, you know what? You're not part of this. You're not for the cause. You just want that shield. So what happened? As soon as the white man gave him that suit, he jucking and jiving for everybody. I see you, Sam. I see you. Black Falcon. That's what I'm going to call him from now on all the time. Falcon.
Well, we got another Falcon now, so.
Yeah. We'll see what's happening.
Yeah. Oh boy, that was a doozy. I was not expecting that at all. Like, at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I got excited when I saw the initial announcement was the graphic of the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
And with the whole green background, it said Avengers Doomsday. I'm like, and then like completely following it was the 7-second reveal thing that at least that's how I was introduced to it. Was like the 7-second reveal of Robert Downey Jr. taking the mask off, and what did he say? New mask, same task, is what he said. I'm like,
You lucky I wasn't there. I'd have thrown a shoe at him. I'd have took my shoe off and threw it at him. Saying some dumb shit like that.
I'm like, what? Why did we do this?
That's grounds.
Like, you could have just made like a variant Tony Stark that was something nefarious. Cool. Why Doctor Doom? Why?
Because who's directing these films?
The Russo brothers.
Yeah, never mind. Enough said. Enough said.
I mean, they gave us decent movies.
Yeah.
They did, but this, like, I don't.
This ain't gonna be decent. These two films are gonna be trash. The MCU is dead. If it wasn't, like, I'll be honest, if it wasn't for Deadpool.
And you know what's funny about that? Like, they leaned heavy on the fact that they know that we know that they know that we know that the MCU that we know is that we knew and loved is dead. Because there's a lot of dialogue in that movie about like how bad the MCU is, and
Yeah. Like, so overall, how did you feel about the Deadpool and Wolverine movie?
Overall, I liked it. Overall, yeah. I didn't go in with a lot of expectations that I think a vast majority of people that I talked to before they seen it had, because I think that there were a lot of people that were expecting several things to happen and occur in this movie, and those things didn't happen. So, and I kind of wasn't looking for those things. Like, I was just like, let me just watch the movie and see what's going on. Like, because, like, people, you know how it is. Like, it's like, all right, you got Deadpool and Wolverine in. We're going to get all the X-Men. We're going to get this. We're going to get that. Like, it seemed very ambitious of, like, people's thoughts and mindset of what we were going to get from this movie being a Deadpool movie. Like, you're not going to get, like, so that's a big deal, and I get it. Everybody's going to flock to see Deadpool and Wolverine, so there are eyes that is going to be on this. So if you're going to introduce us to all of that, yes, this is a good time to do it. But I don't think, like, all of that, like, that big of a thing would have worked in just this movie.
See,
So,
I this movie was great for me. I had no expectations going in.
right.
I knew what it was going to be about. I knew it was going to be a slap in the face to Sony and a praise to
Fox
Disney
and all that. Yeah.
Like, I knew that this was going to be.
And I loved every bit of that, because
Yes.
we all know how much I hate the Fox X-Men franchise. So all of those little digs, all of that little stuff was fantastic. Like, I loved it. Like when he ran up to the camera and said, "Suck it, Fox, I'm going to Disneyland."
Yeah.
I loved it. I hate it.
Oh, yeah. So, once again, people, there are spoilers from 23, whatever. There's spoilers.
Yeah, we're spoiling this movie. So if you skip the beginning of this to try to jump ahead, and now you're catching this, just know that we are spoiling the ever-loving F.
Because I don't do
Deadpool
timestamps. I haven't learned how to do that yet.
So you enter at your own risk.
Yes. So the Wolverine variants were great.
Yes.
We're great.
That was very entertaining.
I love seeing Alpha Number 1, Weapon Omega.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was great.
That was really cool.
Patch, Wolverine's alternative ego, Patch. Not many people get behind that, but
I mean, look, they gave you some cuts. Like
shoot, one of the best cuts is the Crucified Wolverine, Uncanny X-Men, 251.
Yes, like when I seen it, I'm like, wow, like
was it Todd McFarlane who did that in '89?
And the fact that he left, like he was like, I gotta,
you gotta go.
Yeah, I leave you. Whatever was going on, it was hilarious.
You had the throwback to the Hulk versus Wolverine.
Yes,
Hulk number 340.
Yeah. We saw the Hulk.
Yeah, got a little piece.
We got a little piece. We got a taste of him. We seen him.
That was awesome. And everybody knew Henry Cavill.
Yes, yeah, Cavalry
was gonna play one.
Yeah, Cavalry. We got Cavalry.
We had to. I'm glad he was cool enough.
It was cool to it was cool to see.
Yeah, it didn't mean nothing to the whole movie
at all.
It was just there.
Yeah, he was just there as Wolverine. The end. Like that was.
Then we had all the Deadpool variants.
Yes.
Was at least over? They said over 100.
Yeah, there was tons.
Kidpool. Kidpool's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Kidpool's one of my favorite. Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
That's an ugly ass dog. But I'm glad that was in there.
Yeah.
Blake Lively spoiled that she was
it was gonna be
Lady Pool.
Yeah. So
I was telling they should have kept a secret.
Yeah, you know what? It should have been one of those things where you didn't know until like you watched the credits and was like, "What?"
I wouldn't even put myself in the credits.
Just don't say anything.
Just don't say nothing. Just kept it. Like that would have been an awesome secret to have.
Yeah. Like
no credit towards it. When the credits roll, just leave. Don't even put Lady Deadpool in the credits.
It was there. If you've seen it, you've seen it, and that was the end of it.
That was it. But then she all on Instagram. Come on. Why you do that?
She's excited.
I understand you, Ryan Reynolds' wife. But shut up. Cameos was great.
So a lot of this stuff, and this is what I was explaining to some people yesterday after I had seen it. They were asking me about it. I'm like, look, I'm not going to tell you anything other than if you have expectations of what you think is what is supposed to happen, it didn't do that, but it kind of did a little bit, but it didn't do anything that you're thinking that it did. However, there's going to be a ton of things that come to you out of left field.
And they were all great.
Hard left field. And they were all fantastic.
I didn't care about seeing X-23.
Okay, I mean, we knew we were going to get that. So it was one of those things where it's like, all right, fine. Like, I know at some point she's going to be in the movie.
But Jennifer Garner coming back?
Oh, my God.
Come on, she was all right in this. She was all right in this. She was trash back in the day.
In this.
But I'm watching this. I'm like, look at her do her thing. Go ahead, Jenny.
In this.
Channing Tatum.
Oh my God, dude.
Let me pause on that real quick. This man, his outfit looked ridiculous. He looked too big in that.
His head looked really, really big. Like it looked cool seeing it in live action, but it was something about up here.
It didn't look right.
Yeah, it didn't look right. It was too. So Channing Tatum
is Gambit.
Is Gambit. So the Gambit thing that never ever happened in the real world, it happened in this movie, and they made a mention to it too. Like he's like, "Are you sure this wasn't the thing that was supposed to happen and it never worked out or something?" Like it was hilarious.
Accent was cool.
So about that, I was cool the beginning of it, and then like it was funny. Like at the same time, I'm like, wait, what? And then that's when everybody's like, what?
Yeah, it just started getting shittier and shittier.
So it was so funny. And then Deadpool goes, he's like, "Who's your dialect coach? Dominions?"
Yo, it got progressively worse, but I think it worked.
It did. He was the perfect Gambit for this.
Yes,
like for the Deadpool movie, perfect Gambit. I don't know if that Gambit would have made it.
No,
that Gambit wouldn't have made it on its own. But this, yes.
This, come on, his powers in this,
yeah,
on point.
Yeah,
they spent money on that.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? They had like if this was gonna be, so essentially this is, I'm not counting that whatever that bullshit Wolverine Gambit was. That oh my god, yeah, whatever that was nothing. So I'm gonna count this as the first appearance of Gambit.
And my standards are now high.
Yeah,
my standards are high with this Gambit now.
Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah.
Chris Evans reprising his role as Johnny Storm.
Yo, caught me off guard.
Yes.
Hard. Super hard. It was super hard, dude. Like, caught me off guard.
I thought he was coming out as the cat.
Right, especially when he goes with the the teacher's gonna say the two words. Cause like, all right, so they sold it hard too. Cause like all you seen was like the arm, and he had like the blue, and it's like, oh damn, like like looking back on it before the reveal, it's like, all right, well they, now that when you see him, he's like, oh, he's wearing, like, he's got the Captain America shit on. Especially when you see his face, and everybody's waiting for him to say, Avengers Assemble or something, and he says flame on. It turns into Johnny's.
I cracked up. That was one of the best reveals.
That was one of the funniest things, dude.
I loved it.
That was one of the funniest things, dude. That was freaking hilarious.
Can we give a shout out to Aaron Stanford as Pyro?
Bro,
where did he get these acting skills from?
Pyro got love. Well, they took it. He wasn't in the Fox, this wasn't the Fox. They gave him a little bit. They gave him a little bit of time.
When he erased the flame from the Human Torch, I'm like, I've talked a lot of shit about you. Let me step back.
Yeah, wait a minute.
You somebody.
Yeah, perhaps I was a little bit wrong about this.
Right? I don't like how they did Sabretooth.
So that was one of the things that I was like, damn. I was like, we thought we was gonna get something, and they hyped it up, even like in the trailer and in the movie.
And it was nothing.
There was nothing there. Like it was literally. It wasn't even like a 2-second fight. There was no fight.
No.
There was no fight.
No.
There was no fight.
I'm like, yo, we came here for a Wolverine Sabretooth fight.
We didn't get that.
Nothing happened.
No.
That was wild.
Like there was like nothing. Nothing was there.
Toad was alright.
Toad
didn't get electrocuted like the other one. But Toad was cool in this one.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna go as far as say I'm a fan of the character Toad, but I respect it.
Okay.
Like, you got a nasty ass power.
Disgusting.
But you still making it work.
Yeah.
What else did they show in there? You got a little piece of Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah, you got a tiny bit of that.
Got a Zazel.
Yeah, like
Juggernaut showed up. Which
I was so mad. I mean, I wasn't, but I was, cause like I hated that Juggernaut.
Yeah, it was a bad Juggernaut.
I hate it. It was so nasty.
You got a little Psylocke.
Yeah, so not good.
But for me, the best cameo out of all of it.
Give it to us.
Wesley
Snipes as Blade.
Yes.
Blade was in this movie, yo. Like Blade was in this movie.
He said, what I had to write it down because it was crazy. He said Snipes says he's the only Blade there ever was or ever will be. And Deadpool looked at the camera as a reference to the boy Ali, an MCU project.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how they threw a hint at how Blade and how Wesley Snipes and Ryan Reynolds didn't mess with each other.
Yeah. That was
from
from Blade Trinity.
The old Blade trilogy.
Yeah.
Trinity movie.
Yeah, from Trinity, yeah.
I was like, all right, look at y'all.
Yeah,
still.
Yeah, something about like, I never something about not liking him, and he was like, you never did, or something like.
Yeah. He said, I don't like you, and Deadpool was like, yeah, you never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't like you. Never did. You never mess with me. Yeah. We grown now, making this Marvel money. That was cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was absolutely awesome.
He threw the line out there. He said some motherfuckers are still trying to ice skate uphill.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes still got it, yo.
Yeah, he do.
That was if they drop Ali completely, and you give Wesley that money.
Because apparently it's still slated for 2026. I'm like, this movie's not happening, dude. Like,
I'm not. They ain't got no director or nothing.
Yeah, you can tell me whatever you want to tell me right now, but where? Show me.
You don't even
where.
have to. Here's the thing: you don't have to give Blade a standalone movie.
No.
Just keep having Wesley Snipes show up
and shit. That's all.
That's all fans need.
That's it. And you know what? And that's exactly it. That's all we need.
We know where Blade came from. The first Blade movie was perfect, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Second Blade movie took a step down.
Yeah.
Third Blade movie, I was just there to see Wesley Snipes fight.
Look, it became Wesley Snipes' Blade.
Yeah.
And it was one and the same. To the point where, like, once they revamped the books and they start rewriting the books and everything, they just drew Wesley Snipes.
That's it. When
the merchandise came out, the action figures, they just made Wesley Snipes. Like, Wesley Snipes became Blade. Like, there was no Blade anymore. Like, whatever you remember Blade wasn't Blade. It was just Wesley Snipes.
That's how these characters are. Robert Downey Jr. will always be Tony Stark.
Yes.
Wesley Snipes will always be Blade.
Yep.
Chris Evans will always be Captain America.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth will always be Thor. Like, these are like the boy, what's his name? Jon Favreau? Whoever played Happy.
Yeah. Jon Favreau, yeah.
He will always be Happy Hogan.
Yeah.
That's you. You're typecast for the rest of your life.
That's you.
That's you. Period. And these people don't understand that. Like, these higher ups, I'm gonna say. Like, this is what people want. If you want to keep a franchise going, you want to keep it strong, you want to keep it pushing forward, you give the people what they want.
Right. Would we have taken Robert Downey Jr. back? Absolutely.
Hmm?
We didn't ask for this.
No.
We didn't ask for Doom. We didn't
They're like, oh, Robert Downey, Iron Man died.
Yeah, we're gonna give you Marvel, Robert. Yeah, we're gonna give you Robert Downey Jr. You're giving us you're doing the multiverse thing.
Yeah,
we could have pulled the Tony Stark from anywhere else.
Had Iron Man back.
You did it with Gamora.
Yeah,
I mean, even though it was like, the time thing, whatever, like that. It was, but still, it's still that person, but not that person.
Comic book fans know nobody dies.
You could have plucked them out of any universe you wanted to.
Yeah, nobody dies.
Right.
There's always somebody somewhere in another universe, timeline, whatever, that can replace you.
Yeah.
And that was the whole point of the Deadpool movie. Replacing Wolverine.
Exactly. So the main Wolverine died. He died. Like that, the Wolverine we've seen from that X-Men franchise. Into Logan and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead. He's gone. And that doomed their universe. Because what they call them,
anchor point, anchor pin.
Yeah, anchor. Yeah, they were like an anchor. Yeah, essentially, like they were without that person there, then that timeline gets destabilized and, is now on a course for destruction. And that was Deadpool's universe, obviously. And Deadpool, that's why he searched other universes to find a Wolverine so he could replace into his timeline so his timeline didn't get destroyed.
And they hinted so much that how Deadpool is Marvel Jesus.
Yes.
So why are we banking on all these other people? Why don't we put all our attention into Deadpool? He's already established that he's a major key factor in all of Marvel. He's brought these worlds together.
Yep.
He's done so many things that are that what is that time place called? The TVA.
Yeah.
Like he
was so important. Yeah. They took him out of his timeline. Was like, yo, we don't want you to get destroyed with your timeline. So
come on. So back it to him. Give what the people want. Focus on Deadpool.
And like we're obviously going to get something because they showed that whole. He kept harping on the fact that he saw in the TVA he saw something with like Thor was holding him on the ground.
Yeah.
And all that. So
there was a lot of little hints in that thing going on.
Something's going to happen. So like there's clearly going to be we're obviously getting Deadpool's going to be brushing up with Thor and some version of the Avengers or whatever. So I'm assuming we're getting X-Men versus Avengers. Maybe that's where it takes place. Maybe it's something Secret War wise, because
I saw a lot of things going on. Like when the convoy was led by Pyro, you saw the Fantastic car, the logo, the flag. You saw Red Skull's car from the first Avengers. Like you saw
there's a lot of stuff there.
Oh, when they were in that void, you saw the Crash Harrier jet, Thanos' Q ships.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
The Fox logo buried in the sand. That was great.
That was fantastic.
Like there was so many things. Like they're hinting at the Spider-Man because he in the car shooting the web. That car fight was crazy.
Yo, what was it in? It was in a Honda.
Yeah, Honda minivan or something like that. Yo, they shitted on that car like it was the worst thing ever.
Then when they came back, they laid it on a Kia or something. He's like, "Oh, it feels like a Kia." Or something.
They just. What else did I see in that John? I saw it was. Oh God, there was so much.
Yeah, I mean,
there's some Scarlet Witch things in there.
I mean, Eliath was definitely heavy in there, and that was like from the Loki show. That was a big part of it. So, and everything with so obviously Cassandra Nova has been there the whole time. Like that, like them and Pyro and all, like they've just been in that void the entire time. So
they got thrown away.
Yeah,
Sony threw them away. Fox threw them away.
Yeah, so they were there. And I liked how they said that, like they got plucked from, like their universes were dying, aka their movie franchises.
Gone.
Gone. So this is what was left of them. And that was the funny thing with Gabe. It was like, oh, I think I was born here because this movie never got made.
You were just a thought. So I highly recommend Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, it was really good. It makes you think about a lot of other stuff too, like like where they're going to end up in terms of like being there. He's back in his timeline, and now Wolverine's in his timeline. But
well, he's Deadpool's pulling the strings behind the TVA,
right? Yeah, because
like
he's
in charge now.
Yeah, and also I was thinking about being as they had all that stuff heavy TVA and all that stuff from Loki. Let's not forget Loki's the god of stories now. So
he could be the one running stuff.
I was about to say, so Loki might be the one ultimately pulling the strings here, like for whatever the events is. Like
out of a sick joke, he like, oh, let's just put everybody together. Why not?
makes for a hell of a story.
Yeah,
if you're the
better
guy,
than
if you're the guy,
the shit they coming up with.
Yeah,
oh well.
Yeah. It was, but all in all, yes, fantastic movie. It was a really fantastic movie. Yeah, yeah. It was. It like I didn't have a whole crap ton of expectations because it's Deadpool. Like, you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the
Fun.
Yeah, you're gonna get a bunch of dick and drug jokes.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. Like, and we're okay with that. That's what. That's what I'm coming to see the movie for. So like, I knew I wanted to see that stuff, and whatever else. But yeah, it delivered. It definitely delivered. Wesley Snipes. Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Wesley Snipes is Blade.
That was it.
That's all I gotta say.
So, like I promised, I watched them.
Yes.
The Acolyte.
Yes.
Season 1. I watched all of them.
1.
Now, I said I wasn't going to shit on the show.
Right.
Because I'm not.
Okay.
I'm going to go by episode because I wrote a lot of shit down about this. Because I watched it.
Okay.
By itself, nothing playing in the background.
Okay.
Me and the screen.
Okay. I have a very general, season thing because when we talked about doing it, I was on episode 3 and then I started back from 1 to watch them again. So like as a whole, like I have some things.
Okay. So as a non-Star Wars fanboy, I get it. I understand it. The lore is appealing. I understand why people love it. The Acolyte, when the first 2 episodes hit, I thought it was trash.
They were very...
Overall, as an outsider looking in, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Now, there was things that irked my soul.
The 2 flashback episodes?
A lot of shit.
I mean, they were...
So, episode 1 bothered me. When they were looking for the chick Osha.
Okay.
And they found her and they were going to lock her up for killing the people. Why didn't they use their Jedi mind reading Jones to find out who she was?
Same reason why we didn't get a force stop before I'm just going to call it Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity.
Why didn't we just get a force stop before she took one to the heart?
Yeah. That little kid flashback was crazy in the first episode.
Oh yeah, okay.
Y'all got time, mind bending, spiritual work powers. I didn't get that. You ain't see too much of that. They figured out that May was a problem 32 minutes into the episode.
They did.
And the Jedis, the young Jedis is telling the Asian brother, like, yo, she ain't it. She it. He's like, oh no, I don't want to hear it.
And they like, I think you might need to. He was just like, you know.
Now the first episode felt rushed
and predictable. Like It was like the first episode and then the second episode by proxy of the first episode being predictable. You knew where the second episode was going. Mm-hmm. So like it was one of those. All right, well, we got the whole twin thing or whatever. Like here we go with this.
Now for the second episode, what was that, John? It was Revenge and Justice. My same problems I have. And same thing as I love about it. I love the floaty Jedi dude.
I mean,
you know, that's cool. Was cool as hell. I hate the fact that, you know, she says something to him and he offed himself with the Mountain Dew.
He drunk the Mountain Dew. He had the little vial of Mountain Dew. Was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Or antifreeze mixed with Mountain Dew.
And then they hit the John. Oh, the sister lives. That reveal was weak.
Well, like, we knew what this was.
Yeah.
Like that was, you know, you seen it a mile away. You seen it from episode 1.
Yes. So my first Wookiee Jedi. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later.
Sure.
I'm gonna burn through these because this shit is.
Yes,
we all seen it.
Yeah.
So episode 3, Destiny, which was why these little girls out there forcing butterflies, force choking butterflies.
There was a lot of understanding / misunderstanding the Force here, and
it was crazy. And yo, did you notice that those little girls didn't look alike?
Oh yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Now, I fucks with the Night Sisters.
Yes.
Did I? Like I said before, I didn't know there was witches in the Force and the Star Wars universe, so I did my homework.
Okay. Nice. The Night Sister stuff is really cool.
From here on out, I'm for the Night Sisters. I fucks with them.
You gotta play the games with Kyle Kestis then.
Okay.
You get some of that stuff.
I'm gonna get on it. Yo, the 3rd episode, they showed me how manipulative Jedis are, yo.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk about Jedis when this is done. These
Yeah. This show was. And you could tell,
solidified
tone,
everything I thought about a Jedi.
And you could tell the tone, like there's a lot of, cover up. There's a lot of, the Jedi in the forefront as a whole. What we project to everyone's perception of a Jedi is one thing. Meanwhile, behind the curtain, there's this whole other, we not okay with these people wilderness or these people being, like having this or having these abilities, or we think that there was a lot of that.
Yeah. And so you get into the 4th episode. Yo, the Jackie Lone, the alien chick Jedi, and Osha. Yo, they had some serious sexual tension going on in this. I'm watching, I'm like, oh, I see where this is heading. I see where this is going.
Oh, okay.
Episode 5, Night. It was predictable. You had better looking Ezra. That's all I know him as. The better looking Ezra. My man came out there. I'm like, damn. And you saw, like, when you see the scene when he comes out the water.
Yeah.
You see her eyes go down. She ain't keep it straight. She dropped them eyes. She was like, yeah, get it. Yo, and the boy was speaking nothing but facts about the Jedi. That helmet, crazy.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
Helmet, wild ass power.
That was dope.
I didn't like the bull. I ain't like the bull with the black bull with the hair.
Okay.
I don't know his name.
Black bull with the hair.
He got his neck snap old school style. I was like, yeah, that's about right. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah,
Let him know.
I did like that part of the show, like the fact that there's. I mean, of course, we got lightsaber stuff, which is cool. Like, the lightsaber stuff was dope, but we got more than everyone is used to seeing, like in terms of Jedi not using that. But it's like, well, yeah, and it's because, like, I guess they weren't dealing with like people before, like they're in the midst of these fights with Sith or whatever like that, so they don't have to. I should say they're always using lightsabers and doing stuff like that. So like the bringing it down to like hand to hand is it was different, but it was like, all right, you know what? I was like, I understand this because why would they be going above and beyond with lightsabers and stuff? You just fighting,
just having a good time.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yeah. So Tech and Corrupt, which is the episode 6. I didn't really care what was going on in that. I was intrigued by the green chick with the whip lightsaber.
That was, yeah.
Best part of the episode.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Best part. And they don't believe in socks in the galaxy far, far away. She picking up shoes barefoot and just put them on. Like, ew. Where your socks at?
Maybe it was like, maybe production was low.
Well, it was low because here's the thing. The Sith ball healed her wound. But when she woke up in the cave, she had a bandage on and bleeding. Did we forget that my man force healed her?
Maybe his force is like a proximity thing when he went away.
Well, walked away, John just opened back up on him.
She lost the Wi-Fi connection.
Yo, so episode 7, this is when shit start getting crazy for me.
Yeah, you go to home stretch here. Home stretch of the season here.
So all this happened because of the Asian bull. All of it. I should know his name, but I don't. I don't know your Jedi name.
Jedi Master Squid Game.
Yeah, damn, was he like the Squid Game dude? Soul, that's his name. Soul. As soon as you said Squid Game, I remembered Soul.
Jedi Master Squid Game.
Got a Wookiee fight. I never seen a Wookiee fight before, dude. Like, I think what's this supposed to do? Like,
I mean, you know,
he ain't had no blaster. He out there trying to eat people.
What else was he gonna do?
Yo. And after seeing what happened, on how they messed this whole thing up, everything got revealed that, you know, they tried to kidnap these kids and killed the lady mom. Yo, and Trinity tried to cover it up. I'm glad she died. I'm glad she got poked up.
You see where you see where the twist happened and where I should say the flip happened, because ultimately, you know, we get a complete flip in the series or in the season. And yeah, like it's like, all right, I kind of get, you know.
Yeah, this is why they was tripping. Like, yeah. I see this. Like, overall, the show was great. I enjoyed it. You know, you got to see some things. The fights were good.
Fights were good.
I knew something was going on, but I think the writers were banking that people would feel as though Jedis are good guys and they couldn't do nothing as bad. They didn't expect a person like myself who can't stand Jedis.
This is why you enjoyed it.
This is why I enjoyed it. Cause they got exactly. Let me say something.
They gave you corruption within the Jedi Order, and
no lies.
You were eating that up. No
lies. They were telling facts throughout this whole joint about Jedi. Let's take a little passage right here. Senator Rancourt. I think the Jedi are a massive system of unchecked powers posing as a religion. A delusional cult that claims to control the uncontrollable, not the Force, your emotions. You project an image of goodness and restraint, but it's only a matter of time before one of you snaps. And when, not if, that happens, who will be strong enough to stop him? My man was spitting nothing but facts about these child abductive, manipulative, light-wielding fascists. I swear to God, this program's made it so that everybody out there can know how disgusting the Jedi are. Because with the
and when Anakin snapped, he went and took them kids out.
He did. He understood. He knew where the problem lied. You take them out young, they're not a problem when they're older. No Sith, from what I've seen in these movies, did anything wrong. None of them. They all just, especially the boy, metalhead lightsaber red boy with the tonfa coming out his sword, out his lightsaber was crazy. All he wanted to do was just live. All the witches just wanted to do was just live and do their own thing.
I mean,
no,
we were very in. So for us and our jumping on point, and you know, for the Star Wars world and everything is, you know, we get a very small, minuscule, microscopic taste of Darth Plagueis, And it's like, all right, well, that's when it starts spinning out of control because we all know what happened to him, and then with the birth of Sidious and all. But I mean, for right now, where we're at in where the Sith stand right now, where we're at, I guess okay.
No, come on. If the Jedi did not interfere with anything, they just let people live their life, we wouldn't have the Sith. It's like the rebels. They out there just killing people. You blow up a whole Death Star with all those contractors in there working. They went about nothing. They just trying to get home to their family. Put a nice 8 hours in and go home to their family. You just want to blow it up.
Make some money.
Come on.
I want to
Everybody looking bad at these people. But nobody's really looking at how the Jedi has destroyed the known galaxy. How their ideology is a cult. They think what they feel is better than everybody else. I can't back that.
I mean, it might be.
I'm gonna take it back to Darth Bane, who saw the corruption even within the Sith and was like, you know what? Let me check this within. I don't need Jedi to do it. I'm gonna take it from the house. And I'm going to control this from here. Put that order in. There can only be 2. I think it's dumb order, but he understood. He understood. Darth Bane was like, yo, y'all fucking up. This is how it's going to be from now on. He ain't need Jedi stepping in there.
Muddying the waters.
Yeah. He realized the problem. He handled it. He was like, you know what? Only 2 at a time. But how many Jedi be out there running around thinking they masters and stuff like that, abducting children off of planets and crazy. We wouldn't have Darth Vader if they would have just left the boy alone. Anakin, right? Yeah. Then they go to his planet, thought they was freeing a slave. Oh, you think you part of the cause.
And then all this happened.
All this happened. Y'all wanted to free one slave. My man, with him, his mother had a good life, good job, food, everything. They weren't abused or nothing.
They just messed it up. And they messed it all
chilling. Then we got Darth Vader because y'all want to be all in everybody's business. I can't stand Jedi. Hate every single one of them. All of them. The whole order is a piece of shit. All of them. I'm pro Sith moving forward forever. Kill them all. Goddamn Jedi.
I guess I'm somewhere in the gray. I'm a gray.
I can't be.
I'm in gray Jedi territory.
What have they done good for the world?
Some things. We've also done some things not so savory. I get it.
I ain't seen nothing.
There's
nothing.
There's got to be some. There's a healthy. Well,
come on. Most of them,
where you should land is a healthy bit of good and bad. At least that's for me.
They know they're corrupt because what happens when they all run away and hide on some distant planet? Yoda, Obi-Wan.
Can we like we again with the little bottle cap taste? Like we just got like a little doop, Yoda, and then like
just a little bit of Yoda.
Blink if you blink and you miss it, Yoda.
And Yoda know what was going on. Yoda know everything.
Yeah. Yoda.
That's why he was hiding out.
Yoda would be the one to know.
He knew everything that was going on. Complacent. He knew about the lies. He knew about the corruption. My man head can always feel something wrong within the Force. And you tell me, one, you ain't feel my man Plagueis was just chilling on the planet with the bull. Darth Helmet? I don't know his name.
It's good reference, though.
You just sitting there. You supposed to be the most powerful Jedi. And you just sitting around doing nothing. Like Yoda has always done nothing. He had a handful of fights which he barely won, hiding on whatever that swamp planet was.
This is slander.
Hiding. Obi-Wan hiding. Going to that other desert planet. Talking about I'm old Ben Kenobi. Yeah, most child abusers like to hide and run from their crimes. Am I right or wrong? Look at Luke Skywalker. Not Mark Hamill. I love Mark Hamill, one of the greatest men on this planet. But Luke Skywalker as a character, what'd he do? First, he tried to clap cheeks with his sister. Let's not forget about that.
He didn't know.
He knew.
He didn't know.
You got the Force. You tell me you can't feel the same Force.
He didn't understand what that feeling was.
An erection is an erection.
Wasn't the Force. He didn't know.
Then, once again, he ran and hid. He went to another planet to hide. The chick, Rey, had to go find him.
He was in meditation.
Jesus. Y'all can be fans of Jedi. I'm not. I don't like the color of their lightsabers. I don't like their robes. I don't like what these stand for. As of right now, Jedis are as hated as Superman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm done. This show did it to me. Okay. I was never really a big fan of the Jedi.
This show was good for giving you the an alternate for, and especially
but it wasn't an alternate
of your mindset. This fed exactly what you wanted.
This is how I always felt. I knew that these monsters was out there running around trying to police the galaxy. Now it's canon. So now people can't look at me and be like, oh, you don't know the story. Yeah, I know the story now. It's out there. 8 episodes of it is out there in the world consuming. And I hope that Lucasfilms keeps this going. Stop portraying these Jedis as good, peaceful dudes. Let's show the real.
So you want another season?
I'm going to need another season.
Okay.
I'm going to need another season of this. Definitely.
Okay.
I need to know what's going to happen. I don't really care about May or Osha.
Yeah, it's funny. Me neither. It was everything. It was everything else. That story. Of course, at the end we got the whole, surprise. This one, we switch sides.
Yeah,
Light's dark, dark is light. We get it, and then but
I thought they was gonna merge together
to a super being.
Yeah, like a fusion, like a Dragon Ball fusion. I was watching. I'm like, damn, are they about to do the fusion dance? No? All right. Well, y'all missed that opportunity. Maybe in season 2.
Yeah, you get a little playful. Maybe it's a crossover episode.
But I don't care about them.
Yeah.
I want to see Darth Helmet go around exposing people. I want to see the council. I need to see more of Senator Raincourt come out there and put a light to this organization, expose this corruption. They need more checks and balances. That's what I'm saying. We need more lightsaber control out there.
Need more
lightsaber control.
Okay.
Why are y'all walking around with unlicensed deadly weapons?
Now they
you see any other civilian doing that?
Now they need lightsaber registration.
Registration, exactly. I need a background check. Something. You shouldn't just be able to go out there and get you a kyber crystal and build one.
Just all willy-nilly. You just
all willy-nilly. I'm mad I know what that stone is called.
I'm very I'm impressed.
Yeah. You shouldn't be able to just go out there and grab one and put yourself together a lightsaber. You shouldn't. We need somebody on that planet watching the borders, checking them as they come in, regulating these stones, regulating the equipment. Y'all just shouldn't be able to do it. And I didn't know lightsabers could turn red by you touching it.
Hey.
That's new. I thought you just, all the Sith just went out and bought red stones.
It's like a warehouse. You You gotta
I thought y'all went out and got y'all joint.
You gotta give them your Sith name, and then they look you up on the joint and be like, "Oh yeah, here you good."
You good?
Yeah. What style's hilt you want?
And the crazy thing, why does Sith got better lightsabers than everybody?
They're always better. They're always better looking. They always have. They always have the coolest ones. They do. I ain't gonna hold you. Like historically, they're the coolest lightsabers. Like they definitely are. Like my favorite one is Count Dooku's lightsaber.
Yeah,
with the pimp curve on it, the pimp cane curve.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
I was tripping at the I was always told that during a lightsaber fight, they don't turn off their blades and turn them back on because it was unsportsmanlike conduct. They both came to an agreement on that. I like the fact that my man could disable your lightsaber. I love that. Because first off, I'm not about to sit there while you swinging at me and we battling each other back. Now, I'm going to turn mine off, cut you, and turn it back on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing that. There's no honor. Like, I don't know you.
Right.
We not Highlanders.
Yeah, there's no code here.
Yeah, like we fighting. You got a light stick, I got a light stick. This shit touch me, it's gonna hurt.
I need to make sure I don't get hurt.
Exactly. The light whip, crazy. Yeah. I wouldn't even know how to fight that.
Yeah.
You know? I'm trying to see some lightsaber sifts, sickles. I need to see a couple of them Jones. Why hasn't anybody turned a lightsaber into a gun? That's projectile. Why am I going to get close to you to shoot you? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into this.
Perhaps, but
too deep into this Star Wars, But I'm glad I watched it.
I'm glad you watched it too. I'm happy to hear that you had the you enjoyed the series one.
Yeah.
And it was at times I didn't know I didn't know if it knew what it wanted to be at times in the show, because I'm like, all right, I'm watching it and I'm like why are we trying to be funny right now? Like it wasn't too often, but it was often enough for me to be like, it just kind of made me feel a little uneasy. But it was. All in all, I did enjoy. The first couple episodes were tough waters to tread through. Like I said, first knowing where we're going with the story. Like, of course, they have to set the story up, but we have to wait for the predictable story to play itself out. So it's like, all right, I got to sit through this, and just once we get there and we start getting legs under us, then it's one of those things where, all right, now I'm more, I can sit up a little bit and be more interested in it, which I was, and it worked. But I really did like the end of it was predictable because we knew they were gonna, but.
They still treating droids like slaves.
I mean,
come on. The little tracker bull.
That I liked. I did like the droids. They were cool. I kind of want one. Not as a slave. Not as a slave. I don't want one as a slave. I just kind of want one, to help out.
What was that little tracker thing called? That little fur thing sniffing stuff.
Oh, jeez. Oh, frick.
Everybody gonna get one of those now. That's gonna be plushie of the year.
Oh my god.
Everybody. And he was on some other stuff. Like he thought he was running shit. Like, my man, all you do is smell.
He like an underground. He probably gonna be an underground Sith.
I hope. I hope. Just be out there just messing stuff up.
Like that's what he was doing the whole time. That's probably what he was doing the whole time. Like if we get to season 2, which we probably will, it's like him. It's him sabotaging.
We need more
everything.
of that. Mm-hmm. We need more of that. Yeah.
Was it Basil?
Basil, yeah. Basil.
Basil.
No more of that. The Wookiee's dead. I saw it. I'm done. That's out. I'm done with it. I saw it.
You're out.
Yeah, cause I don't see Wookiees it was cool to see him out there fighting, but I don't see Wookiees as Jedi. Like, y'all don't even speak English. You just grunting. Like, I understand people speak Wookiee,
right?
Which confuses the hell out of me. Like these cats out there just learning languages. Like I know 152 languages. How? Why?
They got time.
Like we human. Learn English. That's real race is what I just said.
Slightly, yes.
But learn English. I'm not coming to your planet learning your little backwater sand language. No, I said it. I come to Tatooine. Y'all better learn, speak English. Tatooine, the desert planet?
I feel like you should have like a trucker hat on and with some wheat straw.
No, it's cool though. I get it. Everybody gotta.
You got hat.
I thought they all had universal translators.
Got like a junk ship with like flags on it.
Yes,
that always backfires.
Every time we come around,
I can't understand you.
Yeah. We don't have nobody like that in there.
I don't think we need it. We
don't have nobody.
I think there's enough going on. I think there's enough hate in the Sith to...
No, not the Sith. Jedi's the haters. You can't blame none of this on the Sith. None of this. The Sith ain't never once was like, oh, you can't practice your craft. Never once. I looked. I'm speaking number of facts. They never told any organization or nothing, you can't be who you want to be. Their inclusion. Now, here's the crazy thing.
They nudge you in a certain direction.
Look at the Jedi. Why are most of them humanoids? Most of them are humanoids. All the aliens, they're just affirmative hires. Most of the Siths is they more diverse.
They're more inclusive.
Yes, very inclusive. But when you look at the Jedi, most Jedi masters is humanoids. Why? Why? Ain't no women, the handful of women Jedi. Let's not talk about how sexist they are. Handful of women Jedi. There's a whole gang of female Siths out there doing work. I Googled it. 3 of them, like top 3 in the game. Jedi out there holding power and keeping it to themselves. If your metachlorians is just too high, you automatically a bad guy. Because you not as strong as me. Because you can't be me. You want to subdue me and keep me under your thumb. Because look at it. Everybody who metachlorian was high, what happened?
You're on the radar.
Exactly. And they usually realize how messed up the Jedi are, and they go to the Sith. Every single one of them. They understand that the Jedi do nothing but want to control you. That's why they want to keep your emotions down. They don't want you thinking on your own. They don't want you out there being a better person and stuff like that. They want to keep those emotions down so you don't think. Because the bull Darth Helmet was like, there's more ways to use the Force. You gotta feel these emotions: rage, anger, sadness. Get your power game up. And what happened? The chick felt some anger and sadness. With her hand turned to crystal. I ain't never in my life seen that. I Googled it. I ain't never seen it. Her Force powers is up there. And she don't even half of the person. She don't even have. Wait till she merged with the other chick. They're gonna run stuff. And Plagueis, when he crawl out the cave, he gonna start hurting people too.
Yeah,
I'm for it. Kill all of them. Every single Jedi. Sick of y'all.
Well,
goddamn blue and green and yellow lightsabers. And then I ain't even got no good colors.
Then comes the infighting, but that comes later on in Sith.
They need to
it goes wrong.
Yeah, but Jedi started it. They're the catalysts. They're the ones that that put that piece of straw on the camel's back.
It's like, it's you, all right? We learned it from watching you.
All right, that's enough of this this roast and facts about Jedi. Go check out Deadpool. Go check out the Acolyte Season 1. Boycott Robert Downey Jr. is
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom, please.
Yeah, vote no.
Thank y'all for coming out, listening to the Level Down podcast. We appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Feel free to reach out to us on all our socials, and we will see you guys next week.